This will ensure transparency, accountability, and integrity. We shall eventually attract sponsorship and corporate partnerships back into the league. Vile Matacha amesema hapa before, there is no reason why KPL champions should not take home at least 24 million in prize money. And to addition to that, there's no reason why the participation revenues should be less than 20 million. The KPL winner at the end of the season should at least take home all 50 million shillings at a minimum. To my branch delegates and branch officials, I have a message for you. There is hope. My leadership will be that of collaboration rather than fear-mongering and antagonism. For those who have specialized in terror, your time is up. We are stronger when we share ideas and implement them as a unit. We will collaborate on league structures, resource mobilization strategies, and infrastructure development in your respective regions. FKF branch representatives will negotiate their own deals and manage their projects themselves. Capacity building initiatives on various aspects of the game will be undertaken at the branch levels, and we will ensure that we walk the journey together. You will not be on your own. I did it in Nairobi. Iko malingine tatushinda. Iko malingine tatushinda. For the youth and the footballers, I want to assure you the footballers' welfare is guaranteed under my administration. We need to protect their contracts and respect them. Collaboration with KEFWA, an affiliate of FIFPro, the world body championing players' rights, is key to unlocking the potential of Kenyan players. It is crucial that the football environment does not allow the exploitation of our players. They are human beings before being footballers. I'll guarantee that their rights will be protected. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to one of the most important parts of football, which is the funds. Without funds, the commercialization of football is impossible. We must have a robust program that will make sure we also pool funds but retain funds. However, hooliganism from a few rogue elements have threatened the future of the sport. To curb this vice and offer better match-day fun experience, my administration will commit to the development of anti-hooligan architecture of football grounds and targeted legislation against hooliganism. In conjunction with fan clubs and teams, and I know the KEFOF, I think, are at the house today, we shall proactively and consistently, Karibu, Mr. President, consistently keep adopting the best global practice in providing unique, safe spaces for football fans across different venues everywhere in the country. The moment fans feel comfortable and safe, they will keep coming to the stadium. This is one of the best socialization programs we can have for Kenya. For football clubs, especially the team owners, I know your pain. You have constantly handled the financial pressures of soaring costs and revenue uncertainties. Zile siku za kutafuta waheshimiwa na kuomba na kutafuta partnerships ya kwenda tu game moja, I want it to be a thing of the past. I know how much football clubs dread the opening of the season. Every new season ni shida. In fact, if there's somebody who dreads a new season, it's me. Because from Friday till Sunday, hakuna kulala. Timu imekwama, timu iko huku, wachezaji hakuna hii, and I understand. But we need to have a new direction in that regard. I have run a 3-tier league, and I assure you, I understand the pains each and every club experiences every weekend. We shall have to work with clubs to build capacity in branding and marketing if they are to be self-sustaining in the long term. My administration shall facilitate these capacity building programs from the onset of our term in office. Hakuna kungoja, day one tukiingia hivi ofisi, tunaanza program yetu. To referees, in the recent past, they have faced a myriad of challenges: minimal and delayed remuneration, unfair talent promotions, intimidation, physical or verbal abuse from sometimes players, unfortunately, the technical bench, and even members of the fans who have become, it has almost become the norm. This is very unfortunate, but these challenges also create an unsafe environment that sabotage the development of match officials and creates performance problems like match fixing. These challenges stem all the way from the grassroots of football to the top tier leagues. My track record on how I managed referees at extreme sports speaks for itself. They were appointed on merit and were always paid on time. I will make sure that that continues. This is a very sensitive part of football and football development. There are approximately 600,000 individuals dependent directly and indirectly on Kenyan football. Match fixing endangers these jobs. No institution or sane individuals will want to participate in an industry with gross integrity deficit. My administration will set up an integrity task force to monitor not only KPL matches, but also those at the regional and county levels, up to the grassroots, plus those of the national teams. The task force will be looking for signs of betting or match manipulation after monitoring and scrutinizing all the matches played within the FKF football calendar. Deployment of technology in this regard, especially artificial intelligence, shall be critical if we are to successfully defeat the scourge of match fixing. We shall work closely with our parliament and law enforcement agencies to enforce legislation that shall be invaluable in curbing this vice. Ladies and gentlemen, now that I have covered the two pillars, on the last pillar, which is the future, I know every Kenyan wants us to play at the World Cup. Everybody wants to see Kenya at the World Cup at the 2030, if not the next one. But the journey starts by investing in our children today, not tomorrow. We must be deliberate in supporting academies that run junior leagues and programs across the country. At the tertiary level, an introduction of a league-based format can be the key to unlocking potential of unseen players. My administration will explore this avenue too. Ladies and gentlemen, for our plans to work, for us to be able to move as a team, for us to be able to achieve our targets, for us to be able to build the right infrastructure, for us to be able to put money in the pockets of football administrators and players, for us to be able to achieve the goals within our manifesto, I know we cannot do it alone. I am very, very clear on what needs to happen. I have clarity that we must forge strategic partnerships with the following institutions. This is critical for our term in office. Number one, we must forge partnerships with the national government of Kenya. We must form partnerships with the county governments. Number three, we must be able to bring back private sector and the corporate world into football. We must talk to the development partners, USAID, UN Habitat, UNESCO, to be able to participate in the social development programs that they offer so that we can build this sector together. And lastly, we must work closely with FIFA. Those 5 partners will make sure that we achieve our goals. And I promise you, we will bring them on the table. As I conclude together, I know we shall deliver on our promise. My fellow Kenyans, we must offer progress instead of stagnation. The truth instead of fake promises. Hope and faith instead of defeatism and despair. The upcoming elections presents a unique opportunity for delegates to step up courageously and correct course before our football disappears into oblivion. The Electoral Board shoulders the responsibility of ensuring a level playing field that delivers free, fair, transparent, and all-inclusive elections. The country is keenly watching you as we celebrate 14 years since the promulgation of our new constitution. And by the way, for those who don't know, I was part of that process. We must, at all times, be vigilant and protect the gains we have made through the years. Mutakubali mtu avunje sheria? No one must be allowed to violate our laws and expect no repercussions. To those who have completed their terms of office at FKF, as per the Sports Act 2013, it is time to pack up and leave. You can do it. You can do it with grace and dignity, or you can choose the hard way. And in the words of the Cabinet Secretary of Sports, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, mutembelewe na Gen Z. Whatever the case, leave you must. The law is the law, period. Hope is the last thing ever lost. The hope in Kenyan football is not lost. This is a fresh start. Players are saying it loud and clear. They want a fresh start. Coaches are saying it unequivocally. They want a fresh start. Referees cannot wait any longer. They are demanding for a fresh start. Kenyans have said it repeatedly. They want a fresh start. My fellow delegates, my question to you: are you ready to save Kenyan football? Mimi siwasikii bwana. Are you ready to save Kenyan football? Are you ready to earn a living from football? Are you ready for a fresh start? Are you ready? I stand in front of you and I tell you, I am ready to lead from the front. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Thank you very much.
Wapi kelele tafadhali? Wapi kelele wewe? Siwasikii tafadhali.